What's up, Rick Squad? Come here. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you already subscribed, make sure you share this video so your friends can see. Road to 6K in full effect. Besiktas versus Bayern Munich, or let's say Bayern Munich versus Besiktas, because it was played at the Allianz Arena in Germany. Bayern Munich currently top of the Bundesliga, 19 points ahead of everyone else. Besiktas, I think they're second in the Turkish Super League behind Istanbul Basaksehir here. What a match. I predicted a 2-0 win for Bayern Munich. The game ended in a 5-0 thrashing, demolition act, destruction act by Bayern Munich on Besiktas. Oh my God, what an exciting match that was. Bayern Munich currently favorites, I'm telling you, favorites to win the Champions League. They are 2-time winners, 3-time runners-up, and the last time they won the competition was in the 2012-13 season, when guess who was the manager? Jupp Heynckes, who is back for his 4th spell as Bayern Munich manager. He is 72 years old. He could be my grandfather, or even my great-grandfather maybe. But 5-0. The game started out pretty good for Besiktas. They held things very quietly. Let me talk about the lineups a little bit. The lineups in this match. The lineups for Bayern Munich, we had Sven Ulrich in goal, Joshua Kimmich, Jerome Boateng, Max Hummels, David Alaba in the back line. We had James Rodriguez, who was later switched off for Arjen Robben. We had Javi Martinez, Arturo Vidal, who was switched off for Corentin Tolisso later on. We had Thomas Muller, Robert Lewandowski, Kingsley Coman, who went off for fellow Frenchman Franck Ribéry, the veteran. On the bench, we had Sandro Wagner, Niklas Süle, Rafinha, Tom Stark to run it, to, you know, finish off the squad for Bayern Munich. For Besiktas, the Besiktas squad is pretty interesting, guys. We had Fabry in the goal. He was brilliant today, guys. He was brilliant, you know, despite 5-0. He was real. It could have been 9 or 10. So Fabry, you were really good today. We had Adriano, the former Barcelona fullback. Then he had Pepe, former Real Madrid. Dominic Richards, who received the red card in the 16th minute, but I'll get back to that. He's a former Dinamo Kiev man. He came in the January transfer window. We had Kana Erkin. He's Turkish. Then we have tall guy Arslan, who came on for him. So the only Turkish player who was on the field was Kana Erkin, evidently. Then we had Gary Medel, former Inter man. We had Atiba Hutchinson, the captain, Canadian. Ricardo Quaresma, former Barcelona man, on the field. So they had Talisca, Ryan Babel, Wagner Love. We had Tosic. So the team, pretty good team. Alvaro Negredo on the bench, Ozio Kap on the bench, Jermaine Lens on the bench, Zengin and Gunil. So the Turkish Giants came into this match with a glimmer of hope. They want to achieve the, you know, first team from Turkey to win the UEFA Champions League, but it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be at all. 5-0. 5-0. Let me check my notes. 5-0 in the 16th minute. Red card by Dominic Richards. He took down Robert Lewandowski just outside the box. Let me talk about this. These red cards, I know a lot of people are seeing these red cards, and the commentators are seeing the red cards and say, oh, he deserves a red card and whatnot. But why players are looking to get the contact? It's smart, but it was a bad tackle, a rash tackle. He had no other choice, but Robert Lewandowski was looking for the contact. Whatever happens to jumping, getting over the defender, getting the ball, scoring, you could definitely see his trailing leg looking for the contact. But anyways, I don't want to be too controversial, but I don't really like how players are going down so easily for penalties. I really despise that. Fabry, he was awesome for Besiktas early in the first half. He was awesome. Bayern Munich had a few chances, but he kept them out. And the first great chance of the match came for Besiktas, believe it or not. Wagner Love, he skipped away from 2 Bayern Munich defenders, but I don't know why he didn't place the ball or even pass it to Quaresma, who was over on the right side. He pretty much toe-poked it. The finishing was awful. Awful. He just came in in the January transfer window as well as Besiktas lost Cenk Tosun to Everton. So that transfer too, I don't really like that transfer. I spoke about that earlier. I don't like it. Then in the 39th minute, Quaresma, he had another shot, and well, that was his first clear shot, but he had a shot stopped by Ulreich. It was at a tight angle, but it was a really good shot. It was a chance. Then in the 43rd minute, disaster struck for Besiktas. Coman, he danced around Adriano. I mean, he danced around him. You know, Coman, he got some skills. The young Frenchman who was bought from Juventus. He passes it to David Alaba, who deflects the pass over to Thomas Muller, and he touches it past the keeper for his second goal of the season in the UEFA Champions League. Then we saw just before halftime, James Rodriguez, he went off, replaced by Arjen Robben. James Rodriguez, biggest highlight of the game was when he took that free kick. He almost put it in the back of the net, but it was sad to see James hop off injured. 1-0 at halftime. You know, Besiktas, they would have went back in the dressing room feeling okay. You know, after going down to 10 man, they did pretty good to keep Bayern Munich quiet. But something, you know, in my head was telling me they're going to run rampant on them in the second half. I just had a feeling. So, first 20 minutes or so of the second half, you know, Bayern Munich was at them. You know, they kept him out. Fabry, he was awesome again. But in the 66th minute, Muller, he passes the ball to Lewandowski, and Lewandowski, he finds Kingsley Coman, and he scores for his second goal of the season in the Champions League. 2-0 for Bayern Munich. So Kingsley Coman being involved in the first two goals, really, really good job by the young winger. So the next goal was scored by Thomas Muller. He got the ball from Arjen Robben, and he puts it past the Besiktas goalkeeper again for goal number 3. Then in the 79th minute, Mats Hummels in an advanced position. He gets it and he hits it with his left. Gets it and is saved by Fabry. You know, not Muller. Hummels, he had a few chances in this game, and he's looking really dangerous as a center half. So Robert Lewandowski, he ran up and he caught the deflection or the rebound, and he puts it in the back of the net. 4-0 for Bayern Munich. Robben, again, he got the ball. He passed it to Muller, and he passes it to Lewandowski across the goal, who puts it past Fabry again. 29th goal of the season for the Polish striker, and makes it 5-0 for Bayern Munich, who defeated Arsenal 5-1 home and away last season in the round of 16. So it seems like it's a trend. Bayern Munich just destroying teams in the round of 16. As I said earlier, they last won the competition in the 2012-13 season, and it looks like they want to lift it this year again, which would be somewhat of a retirement present for Jupp Heynckes, who have done a really, really good job with the team after Carlo Ancelotti was sacked. His sacking was kind of, you know, it came abrupt and as a surprise to a lot of us, but he has done wonders with the team, man. I think Bayern Munich haven't lost at home in like 13 games or so. Or they have gone unbeaten, I think, in 13 games. So, and I think it's the longest unbeaten run for Jupp Heynckes as a manager. So the team is looking good. The team is looking good. The Chelsea versus Barcelona match, that game ended 1-1. I'm going to do a separate video for that. I also watch both games at the same time. You see, it's currently going on, you know, post-match interview is going on still. So, you know, it was awesome, man. Watching two games at the same time, it's no easy feat. And, you know, you get caught up in one, there's something else happens in the other one. And at the same time, I'm here trying to set up my whole, I'm trying to upgrade my studio and all of that, my little home studio, upgrade the sound and everything. And I'm watching the games, doing a little multi tasking. But guys, man, thanks for watching this. Congratulations to Bayern Munich. They practically have 1 foot in the quarterfinals. Besiktas, man, they will have to pull off a miracle at home in order to turn this tie around. I doubt they can do it. I expect Bayern Munich to go there and unleash on the Turkish Giants again. It might be a repeat of last year's round of 16 tie versus Arsenal. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, share the video if you like, and until next time, peace out. Rich Squad!